Hello and welcome. You're tuned into the Small and Mid-Cap Show. I'm Hiral Dadia, and with me is Hersh Sayta. Good morning, Hersh. Clearly, if you see from a market's perspective as we speak, let's just pull up Nifty 50 on the screens. We are above the 21,700 mark, but mild pressure that is building in today's day of trade, 0.2% lower. You have Bank Nifty as well, which is hovering around the 45,400 mark, and the advanced decline ratio is pretty much 50-50. ONGC continues the bull run for a second consecutive session, 4% up move coming in on this one. BPCL has joined the race as well now, 3 to 4% upside in terms of BPCL, and again, this is in terms of the earnings. Hindalco, Infosys, as well as the JSW Steel, which are up in trade. What's under pressure? Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv, both of these taking a beating in today's session again. And this is on the back of earnings. Reliance is seeing some profit booking after being one of the top gainers in yesterday's day of trade. ITC reacting to numbers as well, seeing cuts in today's session, as well as you have a NTPC, which is down and about in trade. Let's see a few of the components of Bank Nifty as well. Overall, if you go to see, there is some bit of pressure building in there, but the advances are higher than the declines. But let's quickly pull up a Capri Global Capital on the screens and see what that stock is doing in trade. And this is on the way the numbers have panned out. Capri Global, 2.6 to 2.7% is the kind of cuts that we are seeing. You have the net interest income, which has seen a growth of around 52%. If you talk about the credit costs as well, up around 19%. Profits have improved as well this time around, and that number is up around 84%. Let's welcome in Rajesh Sharma, MD and CEO at Capri Global Capital. Rajesh, good morning and welcome to the show. Firstly, if you could help us understand what has worked this time around, and is this the kind of performance that could continue?
Yes, thank you. So what has worked is that first we have expanded our gold loan. The last 12 months we added almost 300 plus branches in the gold loan alone. And on the back of the strong demand in MSME, home loan, construction finance and gold loan, our AUM have grown in last 12 months about 54% to 30,300 crore rupees. So we believe that the kind of segments we are in, the kind of branch network we have done, we have grown last 2 years almost 50% each year, and will continue to grow for next 4 to 5 years in the range of 30 to 35% is what we are aiming for.
Absolutely, sir. I want to try and delve deeper into the gold loan business. This is Hersh also joining in. Just to try and understand what trajectory the gold loan business will take. So it's a new business for you. You've grown extremely well in this business, 3x plus in the last year or so. Of course, very low base, new business. When do you expect one to break even? And when will this start contributing to your ROAs?
So we hope that we will start breaking even from the April onwards, where each branch will cross the AUM of 3 crore rupees. And next year, our gold loan business will start contributing. So this year, while we might have a loss about in the range of 100 crore rupees in the gold loan alone, next year, this entire 100 crore will be reversed, and that we should have a profit in the range of about 50 crore rupees, what we are chasing for. So the next year, we will clearly see a gold loan business contributing.
Okay. And how much percentage of your overall book will be the gold loan business, and how much will it contribute to your profitability?
So if we talk about FY24, our gold loan will be in the range of about 2,800 to 3,000 crore rupees. And this year, we will not be making any money. In the contrary, as I said, we'll be having a loss about 100 crore. Next year, we intend to chase the AUM in the gold loan about 5,000 crore rupees, and that should make us give a profit about 50 crore rupees from that segment. Overall, the gold loan will remain about 20 to 22% of the AUM.
Understood, sir. And sir, so basically it's at an inflection point, probably last quarter, where gold loan will probably make losses. So any new business that you would be venturing into? And if not, where would the normalized ROA be at in Q1 or Q2 of FY25? Where can we see that number?
So if you see last 2 years, we have added gold loan, we have started car loan distribution. So organization's ability to set up and scale the new businesses we have demonstrated. Now we have acquired the insurance corporate agency license to cross-sell to all our customer insurance. And we'll be using the technology for that. So I think next year will be the business where the insurance distribution, we will be scaling it up. However, if you look at the ROA, next year our ROA should stabilize about 2.5%.
Okay. And when you talk about, scaling up the insurance distribution business as well, how big a portion will that book be, number one? And two, from there on, what is it that you're looking to achieve specifically with regards to the car loan business as well? Because this is the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, where it has started contributing to the overall business.
So car loan business have always been profitable. Car loan business this year we'll do about 10,000 crore rupees of a disbursement, and from that we make it is a pure fee business where with the 8 partner bank we do the distribution. Next year we intend to have about 12,500 crore rupees of distribution. On an average we get a fee about 2.4%. So next year we should do a fee income of about gross fee income in excess of about 300 crore rupees, and that business should give again a profit about 50 to 60 crore rupees. So there's a focus on building the pure fee income without any recourse without any capital deployment, and with the fee income of car loan as well as insurance, next year we are targeting a bottom line support in the range of about 75 crore to 100 crore rupees.
Got it. Now with regard to provisioning, your provisioning has seen a bit of a spike this quarter. What's the rationale there? Both your NPA ratios have also gone up. What's playing out? What's causing the pressure?
So there was a COVID induced this restructured pool which are opened this quarter, and that has given some slippage. So if you see quarter on quarter, 17 basis GNP have increased and about 9 basis net NPA have increased. But however, from the last 1 year, there is the NPA have come down. And our provision coverage ratio, we have increased to 34%. So 1 year ago, it was 24%. Gradually, we are increasing the provision coverage ratio. So because we have taken the higher provisioning this quarter, we have seen that the credit costs have gone up. And however, overall, if you look at the profitability, still, despite the gold loan losses and higher provision coverage ratio, our profit is still improved to about consolidated level of 68 crore rupees.
Okay. Overall, Rajesh, let's talk about what's happening. And you already spoke about the cost of funds. Now, with that, if you see the spreads as well, that has seen some bit of compression this time around. Plus, if you talk about the net interest margins as well, they have declined. Taking both of these into consideration, what is the trend expected to look like, and how do you see it translating into numbers?
So there a lot of our term loan borrowing have gone to under reset, where the interest rate of those reset loans have gone up. Partly we are able to existing customer, partly we have to absorb it. So that is the reason where you see there's a little pressure on the spread side. And if you talk about the NIM, because the leverage is going up, so NIM is also sometime when you are leveraging more, your onward incremental portfolio growth is happening because of the leverage, NIM will compress. If you talk about the spread overall, because the gold loan composition is going to increase, our spread, if you see, will continue to improve quarter after quarter.
Understood, sir. So currently your book at 13,300 crore. You've given an indication that gold will largely lead the growth. So from 2,300 crore, gold will go to 5,000. So 2,700 crore odd added only by gold. But where does the book go by FY25 overall? Just to try and get perspective, can this kind of 50% plus loan growth, is that sustainable?
So we are targeting that FY25, our loan growth from 15,000 crore, we intend to reach anything between 20,000 crore plus, and we are quite hopeful on the back of branches and the diversified product, we should be able to achieve it.
Rajesh, last question coming to you. It's a two-part. What's the guidance? Where do you see the credit cost moving from here on? If you could quantify that for us. And two, in the last 4 years, the balance sheet has seen a growth of around 2.8 times. The loan book in the last 4 years has grown 2.4 times, right? Looking at the next 4 years, what's that growth number expected to look like?
So current book, this year we intend to close about 15,000 crore rupees, including the co-lending. And so next 3 years, we should cross 30,000 crore of book, and our ROA should stabilize about 2.5% is what we are aiming for.
Right. So that's with regards to the overall growth that can be anticipated as well. Clearly, thank you, Rajesh, so much for joining us on the show. Hersh, very quickly, 30 seconds, if you have to compare our Capri Global to peers, how do you see it?
Well, valuations, Hiral, look slightly more on the expensive side. You're seeing a price to book of 4 around on Capri Global. Plus, on top of it, there are a couple of other factors at play. One, you have a 1:1 bonus, which is at play. A 1:1 also a stock split, which is at play. So a couple of those things need to start playing out, of course. But at the moment, the current price looks like it is more on the expensive side compared to peers. Someone like a Ugro, which are trading at roughly 3.5 times. But that's what we have with regard to Capri Global. We're going to switch focus here. We have with us the management of EPACK Durable. We have Bajrang Bothra, who's the chairman. Welcome to NDTV Profit, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Right. So, new listing. How does it feel? Many congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. See, feeling तो अच्छी है कि लिस्टिंग हुई है, तो वी हैव कम इन द कॉर्पोरेट बैंडवैगन, और जो उम्मीद थी उससे हमारी जो लिस्टिंग प्राइस कम रही है, लेकिन बिजनेस का कन्विक्शन जो है हमारा इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है, और पेनिट्रेशन लेवल अभी इतना अंडर पेनिट्रेटेड मार्केट है, और जो हमारी जो लीवर्स काम कर रहे हैं वो सारे बड़े ज़बरदस्त काम कर रहे हैं, और कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन पे फोकस हो रहा है, स्केल अप बिजनेस स्केल अप हो रहा है, और जो इन्वेस्टमेंट हमने पीएलआई का बेनिफिट लेके जो इन्वेस्टमेंट्स किए उससे हमारी स्केल बढ़ी पिछले 2-3 साल के अंदर. आगे भी जो हमारा जो फंड आया है हमारे कैपेक्स में जो हम इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, जो पब्लिक फंड आया है आईपीओ के अंदर, तो उससे भी और हमारी कैपेसिटी बढ़ जाएगी, तो फर्दर स्केल अप होगा. और जो प्रीमियम सेगमेंट में हम प्रोडक्ट डेवलप कर रहे हैं, स्मॉल अप्लायंसेस के कंपोनेंट्स मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पे फोकस हो रहा है, तो जो एसेट टर्न हमारा इंक्रीज होने वाला है उससे काफ़ी ज़बरदस्त आरओसी और आरओई के अंदर इजाफा होने वाला है, और ये एक ग्रेजुअली हमारा बहुत स्टैंडर्ड से अच्छा होने वाला है. मार्केट अभी जो है 15% के आसपास ग्रो हो रहा है, और हम लोग को पक्का विश्वास है कि हम लोग डेफिनेटली आउट ग्रो करेंगे. और जो 4 डिफरेंट जो पहले 3 सेगमेंट थे, अभी हमारा कंपोनेंट सेगमेंट भी काफ़ी ज़बरदस्त स्ट्रांगली पुश हो गया है बिकॉज ऑफ कंपोनेंट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्केल अप. आरएसी बिजनेस हम कर रहे हैं, स्मॉल अप्लायंसेस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करके हम अपना एसेट टर्न को बढ़ा रहे हैं. और चौथा जो मिड सेगमेंट है, जैसे एयर कूलर है, वॉशिंग मशीन है, उसमें भी हम प्रीमियम कैटेगरी में हम जा रहे हैं. और जो आरएनडी का पुश है हमारा, जो आरएनडी इंजीनियर्स हमारे पास 60 आरएनडी इंजीनियर्स काम कर रहे हैं, और अभी वो आरएनडी डिपार्टमेंट हमारा कंटिन्यूसली स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहा है, उससे जो इनोवेटिव प्रोडक्ट आएंगे उससे डेफिनेटली हमारा ज़बरदस्त फ़ायदा होगा. डेफिनेटली आज की डेट के अंदर जो लिस्टिंग हुई है उससे मतलब वो ठीक है, दैट इज फॉर मार्केट टू डिसाइड. वी आर वेरी वेरी कन्विंस्ड अबाउट आवर बिजनेस मॉडल. थैंक यू.
राइट. मिस्टर बोथरा, आपने अभी बताया कि आपके रिटर्न रेशियोज है वो काफ़ी इम्प्रूव होने वाले हैं. यहाँ से क्या ट्रैजेक्टरी दिख रही है, कितने से इम्प्रूवमेंट आ सकती है अगर आप FY25 और 26 देखेंगे तो?
देखिए, ऐसा है कि हम अब जो है ना स्टैंड अलोन आरएसी मैन्युफैक्चर नहीं हुए. स्टैंड अलोन आरएसी मैन्युफैक्चर होता है, उसके जो है 5 महीने 6 महीने की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होती है और खर्चे सारे पूरे साल भर के लगते हैं. लेकिन हमारा जो अभी अप्लायंसेस डेवलप हो रहा है और उससे एसेट टर्न हमारा इम्प्रूव हो रहा है, तो जो आज हम ये देख रहे हैं कि हमारा FY25 तक ये उसके बियॉन्ड हम इसको आरओसी को और आरओई को बियॉन्ड 15% हम स्टेबल और उससे इंक्रीज होते हुए देख पा रहे हैं एक्चुअली.
Got it, sir. Sir, fresh issue was around 400 crore. क्या आप हमें ब्रेकअप दे सकते हैं इसमें से आप कितना केपेक्स में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे और कितना डेट रीपेमेंट करेंगे, और ये सब होने के बाद आपका डेट किधर स्टैंड होगा?
देखिए, अभी हमारा ये 400 करोड़ में 230 करोड़ तो हम लोग कैपेक्स में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने वाले हैं। और ये भी आपको बता दूं कि कैपेक्स, अभी जो हमारे पास कैपेक्स है वो हमारा FY20 तक का जो हमारे टारगेट्स हैं उसको मीट करने के लिए सफिशिएंट है। लेकिन कोई भी एक्सपांशन होता है उसमें 12 महीने से 18 महीने लगते हैं। तो आज 230 करोड़ का जो फर्दर इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा वो हम लोग सूझबूझ से इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, और इससे हमारी कैपेसिटी जो अभी 3.6 मिलियन है वो बढ़ के 6 मिलियन हो जाएगी यूनिट्स एयर कंडीशन की। और उसके बाद में जो दूसरे अप्लायंसेज आएंगे उससे में हमारा बहुत बड़ा इंप्रूवमेंट आएगा। तो ये जो होने से डेफिनेटली मतलब जो प्रॉफिट मार्जिन्स के ऊपर हमारा काफ़ी ज़्यादा इजाफा होने वाला है।
राइट, तो अभी अपनी जो कैपेसिटी है मिस्टर बोथरा वो कितने से बढ़ेगी, और कैपेसिटी जो आप बढ़ाएंगे वो कब तक ऑन स्ट्रीम आएगी और वो कितना रेवेन्यू कंट्रीब्यूट करेगी?
देखिए, अभी 3.6 मिलियन यूनिट्स की हमारी कैपेसिटी है, और दूसरी बात है कि जो अभी जो कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज हो जाएगी उससे हमारी कैपेसिटी 6 मिलियन हो जाएगी FY25-26 के अंदर। FY25 के बाद में FY26 तक ये 6 मिलियन कैपेसिटी हो जाएगी। तो उसके बाद में चूंकि हम अप्लायंसेस कैटेगरी में और डेवलप कर रहे हैं, और रेवेन्यू जो है हमारा 4 सेगमेंट से रेवेन्यू आने वाला है। एयर कंडीशन से रेवेन्यू आएगा, दूसरा जो कंपोनेंट इकोसिस्टम डेवलप हो गया है हमारा, हम ग्लोबल चैंपियंस की तरफ जा रहे हैं, हाई स्केल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में जा रहे हैं कंपोनेंट के अंदर। सारे के सारे एसेट्स हमारे जो अभी हमने जो इन्वेस्टमेंट किया, नया इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, और श्री सिटी और भिवाड़ी और इधर ये देहरादून के अंदर सब जगह हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है। तो अब भिवाड़ी और श्री सिटी के अंदर भी कंपोनेंट सेल्स भी हमारी होगी। तो दूसरा हमारा रेवेन्यू, बड़ा रेवेन्यू ड्राइवर कंपोनेंट हो जाएगा। तीसरा जो अप्लायंसेज, मैंने बोला कि हम कई अप्लायंसेज अभी डेवलप कर रहे हैं, प्रीमियम मार्केट की तरफ जा रहे हैं, और उसमें भी हमारा जो स्मॉल अप्लायंसेज में भी रेवेन्यू आएगा, और मिड सेगमेंट जैसे एयर कूलर है, वॉशिंग मशीन्स है, उसमें भी हमारा रेवेन्यू आएगा। तो ये चारों मिला के जो इंडस्ट्री की ग्रोथ अभी जो 15% के आसपास चल रही है, हमको पक्का विश्वास है कि वी विल आउटपेस द ग्रोथ ऑफ द मार्केट। और आउटपेस करने के साथ साथ में जो एसेट टर्न बढ़ेगा उससे हमारा ROE बहुत इंप्रूव होगा।
करेक्ट सर।
ROE जो अब जैसे हम लोग आज 15%, बियॉन्ड 15% की बात सोच रहे हैं, उसकी बात कर रहे हैं।
समझ गए सर। सर, अब रेवेन्यू आपका FY23 का रेवेन्यू मैं नंबर बताऊं तो अराउंड 1540 ऑड करोड़ है। FY24 में आप कहाँ जाएंगे, और जैसे ये नए कैपेसिटीज आएंगे तो ये रेवेन्यू नंबर कहाँ जाएगा? इफ आप हमें ये विजिबिलिटी दे सकते हैं, मे बी 3 ईयर विजिबिलिटी।
हाँ, देखिए अभी मार्केट ग्रोथ चल रहा है 15% के आसपास, वो RAC का मार्केट ग्रोथ है। तो RAC में तो हमारा ग्रोथ इतना आएगा ही, और उसके अलावा जो दूसरे सेगमेंट से भी ग्रोथ आएगा। तो हम ओवरऑल हम लोग 15 से 20% ग्रोथ टारगेट कर रहे हैं ईयर आफ्टर ईयर। तो अभी जैसे 1540 करोड़ कर रहे थे, तो 15% का इजाफा कम से कम की बात कर रहा हूँ, और आई थिंक उसकी बियॉन्ड भी होगा, क्योंकि जैसे जैसे नए प्रोडक्ट सेगमेंट आएंगे वैसे वैसे और इसमें रेवेन्यू बढ़ेगा हमारा।
राइट, तो ओवरऑल जो सेगमेंट्स बढ़ेंगे उससे जो रेवेन्यू की बढ़ोतरी होगी वो देखने लायक होगी। थैंक यू मिस्टर बोथरा NDTV के साथ जुड़ने के लिए और बात करने के लिए। तो वो है EPACK के मैनेजमेंट। क्लियरली आप लिस्टिंग देखेंगे तो येस अंडर प्रेशर है। 5 to 7% is the kind of downtick that we are seeing with regards to where the stock is concerned as of now. But let's quickly slip into a short break. Up next, we will talk about Orchid Pharma. That stock is locked in upper circuit, and this is after one of its drug has been given an approval with regards to where marketing is concerned by the EMA. Please stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned to the Small and Mid-Cap Show on NDTV Profit. We'll focus on a few names today as well. We have the likes of an Orchid Pharma hit 20% upper circuit after its new antibiotic drug got authorization from the European Medicines Agency. We have Varsha with us, who's going to, give us some perspective on that. Varsha.
So hi, let's just see, like you rightly said, so European Medicine Agency has recommended granting a marketing authorization for a product called Exblifep. Now this is used to treat adults with urinary tract infection and hospital acquired pneumonia. Now if you see the overall effectiveness for this product is 79% versus 58% of the other product. Now why this is important for Orchid Pharma is this is a novel antibiotic product by Orchid Pharma, and also a company expects global commercialization by FY25, and company has marketing rights in India and worldwide royalty sales right, and it expects this royalty revenue to flow down straightly to the bottom line. And if you see Alkera Therapeutics, which company is in a partnership with, has completed phase 3 trials in US and Europe, and it is waiting approvals for the same.
Right. Thank you, Varsha, for getting us the details. So this is going to be an interesting one as well. And let's see what's the revenue visibility the company will have with regards to in FY25 once it starts commercialization. But moving on, BSE, that's another stock which is up in trade. Let's pull up the counter. Company is seeing gains of almost 3% as we speak. Sundaramanan Ramamurthy, MD and CEO at BSE, spoke to my colleague Sajith with regards to change in people's outlook towards BSE and BSE's positioning in the Indian market. Let's hear him out.
Cash market has been there for a long period, and there at some point of time BSE had a significant market share. Somewhere around Jan 2023 when we joined, we found that the market share has deteriorated a lot and come to single digit. It was hovering between 5 to 6% at that point of time. And in respect of derivatives, which is a 2 decades plus market in India, BSE had never had a steady volume or steady growth in the derivatives.
It was primarily led by LES, right? Liquidity enhancement schemes.
Correct. So it was only a liquidity enhancement scheme which was sustaining it to some levels, and once it was very clear if the LES is withdrawn, the structure may not stand the test of time. So that was the situation in respect of these two. In respect of currency, the futures were doing well and the options were not. Mutual funds, we were doing good. So this is what we inherited in Jan 2023. If you look at it, we try to make some product changes in the cash market. There you cannot create any unique position for yourself, which we can talk about later if you want. The most important area where we felt that we can position ourselves and we can make a change, we thought was derivatives, equity derivatives. So in equity derivatives, based on market feedback, we introduced, or rather reintroduced 2 contracts with slightly modified product specification. And that looks to be working well. That is one reason why the market has shown greater interest into BSE, and it's working. The most important point there is the way we are positioning ourselves is we are a complementary exchange and we are not competing with anybody.
All right. That was, of course, the management of BSE. But we're completely out of time on this edition of the show. You have the latest RIL clarification at the bottom of your screen. Hiral, RIL clarifying that they're evaluating opportunities on an ongoing basis, but they have nothing at the moment in terms of news.
Absolutely, clearly. So this is with regards to the news which came in, wherein Disney's India unit valuation has halved in the Ambani merger talks. And on the basis of that, they were trying to clarify that they are unable to comment on the media speculation, and it would be inappropriate on their part to do so. In fact, the company has been evaluating various opportunities on an ongoing basis, and there is no information which has not been announced on the stock exchanges and which should be announced by the company. They have made and will continue to make disclosures, but clearly with regards to where Disney's India unit valuation is halved in the merger talks, they have no comments on the same. That stock is down almost 1.6% as we speak. But completely out of time. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of the Small and Mid Cap Show. Please stay tuned for more news and updates on NDTV Profit.